Oh my god, you guys. Hey guys, how's it going? So thanks for being here in my bedroom, and I'm going to do another DMT trip. So I said I was going to go for a big one, so I think I'm just going to go for a big one. And I also said I'd do my next one in the park, but I don't think I want to go for a huge trip in that park, so I'll do the big trip here now in my bedroom, and then I'll do like a milder trip out there in the coming weeks. I got some music playing, but I'm gonna, cancel it out of my video. It's Carbon-Based Life Forms. I don't know if you've ever listened to them, but they play pretty mellow electronic music. And I got the lights fairly dim, as you can see, and I got this really nice video for visuals that I put up on my screen in case I end up leaving my eyes open, which sometimes I do. And I will link that in the description if you want to check out what I was watching. And I'll link the Carbon-Based Life Forms album too, which I'm listening to. Anyways, I'll be using a DMT cartridge, which... Don't ask me how I got it or where to get them, guys. I've been getting that question a lot in the comments. I don't want that stuff in my comments. Or not you guys, I mean new viewers probably. If you're new to the channel, that's just keep that in mind. Just, do your own research. Where there's a will, there's a way. Get resourceful. I had a friend who had the cartridges, so I got lucky with that. I don't really know where he got them. Alright, so I'm not really like in a very talky make a video mood, but I wanted to document my trip, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna get to it, and then if I feel like speaking about it later, I will speak about it later, but maybe I'll just do that tomorrow or something. I just wanted to film the actual trip itself because I just wanted to trip tonight, and you get it, you know what I'm trying to say, so we'll see, or I might end up talking afterwards, I don't know. Sometimes I have a trip and it's just so like intense, I just sort of feel like waiting a bit. Like I was saying in my last video, I lost the mouthpiece, the tip.
Just the tip.
I lost. And so I have to like make sure my lips go around it, So that's why I'm hitting it funny if it looks like I'm hitting it funny. And I'm gonna lie down. I prefer to lie down usually. Sometimes I sit up, but usually I'm like taking a hit or something and I gotta deal with that, so it's nice to have the pen. I can just lie down and put it in here after. That's why I got this, because the tip is missing. It will leak out if I hold it upside down, so I gotta like keep it upright. That's not quite small enough actually. I'll put this cloth in here. There we go. Genius. Such a genius. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. I do lots of videos like this, so check out my channel for more trip reports and stuff like that. And there's music and there's Okay, boys and girls, I bid you farewell. Is that what they say? It's an old English thing, right? I bid thee farewell. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm ready. I'm tired. I find DMT is good if you're like tired and getting ready for bed. If you're relaxed. It's good if you're in a relaxed mood, for sure. I'm stalling. Here we go. Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god. It was pointing at me and it told me. Oh my god, you guys. The coordinates tracking my eye movement. I'm just saying this so I don't forget later. Sorry if it doesn't make sense. The coordinates. It's pointing out to me. What the fuck? Trying to decide whether or not to close my eyes. It's always something I struggle with. And when I was doing that, it felt like the trick was getting mad at me. And then I decided to leave them open. And I think it was telling me like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, like nothing you say or do matters, really. It's in control, always. And my God. The further I get away from it, the less ability I have to describe what I just saw. Fuck. Still really high. I wasn't blacking out at any point, but like, I still can't. It's like it's trying to make me forget. Like I saw how the universe worked. There's some being that can just do whatever it wants, whenever it wants. It can move wherever it wants, and just. I saw different reality, different universes, multiverses, and just. Oh my God. Maybe the details will come. Like, what the fuck? I kept saying too, like, I should talk about this because I'm gonna forget later. But I'm like, no, I'll remember. It all makes sense. And then just every minute that goes by makes less and less sense what I just saw. What the fuck? Watch, I wasn't recording this whole time. I'm still recording, thank God. Well, that was cool. I just saw how the universe worked, you guys. And it looked like it was like, okay, hear me out. It's not gonna make much sense, but this is the best I can describe it. Like, every universe was on like a string. And it was like, sort of moving, they were sort of moving towards me. Like, they're all connected, but when I was trying to decide whether to open or close my eyes, this like entity came. It was invisible. An invisible entity, but I could sense it was there and where it was. It suddenly moved like through the realities and it was getting mad at me. It's like it came from wherever it was all the way here to tell me that. Sorry, let me just mute my music. It came from wherever just to tell me, like, just to tell me, where was I? Holy fuck, this is so hard to talk about. It came from wherever it was just to tell me it doesn't matter, like, whether my eyes are open or closed. Like, stop thinking about all that stupid shit. And I didn't see any entities. As usual, I don't see entities. Sometimes I do. They're usually robots. But this time it wasn't, except that entity, I guess you would call it, but it was like invisible. And then also when it was telling me not to, it doesn't matter if your eyes are open or closed, it wasn't telling it to me, it was telling it to something else. I don't know what that was, and I was just like observing that message. What was it talking to? Like maybe my brain, and I, the observer, like the soul, I guess you can refer to it as, or whatever, was the one observing that, you know, which sort of like lends to the idea, like the separation of body and soul, you know, like two separate things. Like you and your life aren't the same thing. Look at this pose I'm sitting in. It's very, I don't know. It feels right though. Okay, I'm not a 2-year-old. Sit like a man. Oh, where did this come from? Was I holding this the whole time? I don't know. I just don't know. The visuals are very cool. Like, yeah, I realize now, definitively, I know now, it doesn't matter if your eyes are open or closed. People always have that debate. If you smoke enough, like, I don't know, maybe it will vary the experience, but not the intensity of it or how good it is necessarily, you know? Like, if you smoke enough, if your eyes are open, it'll take whatever you're looking at and transform that into whatever. So like I was looking at, you know, my room became multiple universes, like on a thread, like reeling past me. And then this fucking being darting around. It was like this, that was like the master. I don't want to say God because it wasn't that. It didn't seem benevolent either. It didn't seem evil, but it seemed like it was getting shit done. It was busy, and it seemed a little angry that it had to be there to tell me, like, deal with this trivial shit. Like, it had better things to do. I got the sense. And it's like, you know, tell this idiot, whoever it was talking to, he doesn't need to, or he didn't call me an idiot, but I got the sense that he was frustrated, like short, he, she, whatever, it. And, it was like, yeah, tell him it doesn't matter, you know, or it wasn't even saying tell him, it was just talking to it. It was like, it doesn't matter. And I was just like observing it. And I didn't hear those words. It was just, I got the sense that's what it was trying to communicate to my body or whatever it was talking to. The visuals, like afterwards and then before, that seemed like a short trip. Also, I start talking like while I'm still tripping, and I think that sort of takes me out of it because I'm like aware. I wasn't for a second or two, but I'm aware that I'm recording and doing a trip report. So I start talking and sitting up while like most people still probably have their eyes closed. So I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't short. Maybe just that's my perception of it. That was fucking intense though. It's funny, the visuals I had on my screen. Oh yeah, another thing too. The audio, when it muted itself. I'm gonna have to check the playback and see like if my actual audio muted, because I have music playing. I'm gonna cut out the parts when I'm not talking. And I'm gonna have to check if it actually muted, because that was weird, because at one point I was hearing the music and it just cut out completely. It was silent for a few seconds. which is a weird hallucination, like canceling out your sound. That's pretty like intense. Like it has some like pretty high up permissions in your brain to be able to like access that sort of shit. Like mute all sounds, you know. That's like administrator privileges, you know. Like you can't just mute the fucking sound in my brain. Like what are you doing? It's crazy. It did though, and then. Well, oh yeah, when I was closing and opening my eyes, I don't know if I was or not, but I think if you look in the video, it'll show a part where I'm like sort of like opening and closing them. I was like going back and forth. At least my memory tells me that's what I did. During that part, like all the effects were like flickering on and off. Like I mentioned in my, when did I mention that? I think it was in my live stream. I don't know, but I was talking about how sometimes the effects, they just flicker on and off, like an RGB cable being wiggled in the back of an old computer. You'd see the colors just flicker instantly, right? Oh yeah, that was happening when it's opening, closing my eyes with everything, all the effects. It was just like very computer simulated, like themes of simulation here, but not totally this time. That entity seemed beyond like a computer simulation, you know? It's weird too, when that's happening, it's like, oh my God, I have the answer, this is crazy. But, so that's like a delusional thought, obviously, but I'm still there, I'm still conscious, because I remember thinking like, wait till I tell my subscribers I got the secret to the universe. Like this is gonna make a banger video, you know, meaning of life. And for a good 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I thought that. I'm like, I know everything. I know the answer. And I can't wait. This is gonna make a great video. Isn't that funny? And then slowly you start realizing like, wait a second, that can't be true. And I know it's not true because every trip is like different. Like last trip, like something else was the answer. Now the answer is this, you know. There's several meanings to life apparently. But I've never had a trip where I imagined something that it's like beyond like something I couldn't come up with myself, you know. So I'm not convinced that DMT is anything supernatural just yet. But I don't find it any less poetic or beautiful or spiritual or anything like that, you know? It's just, to me, it's a testament to how complex the human brain is and how incredible nature is, you know, and life itself. Life is the trip, as I say. DMT is just like, I made this analogy to someone earlier in the comments. DMT is like a program, and life is like the operating system. You know what I mean? Like, psychedelic trips are just a small thing that happens within life. Oh, my shit's about to shut off, I think. Or no, it just split the recording, so part of it might have just cut out, so I'm just gonna repeat what I just said. I forget what I just said. Fuck, am I just scratching my nuts? Jeez, okay, ignore the last 10 seconds. I'm probably gonna keep it in for comedic effect, but ignore it. That was a really cool trip. Every trip has a different vibe to it. There's like a few main categories. Each one is unique, but there's some broader categories too. Like some of them are funny, some of them are very spiritual and uplifting. Like my 2 live trips, 1 and 2, those ones were very spiritual and uplifting. And afterwards I felt like at peace with the world. I don't really have that this time, although I do feel good. But this one was more like, the ones based in outer space always had the same vibe to them, and those ones are all about like how the universe works and God and stuff like that and higher powers, and those ones are fascinating. Not necessarily positive or overwhelmingly positive or scary, just it feels like it's showing me the truth. So it's not trying to be anything, it's just the truth, right? And those ones are like awesome. not like awesome, like, like awesome, dude. Like, it's full of awe, awe-inspiring, like mind-blowing, and just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back at the tape, but I'm pretty sure I was just like, for a good, like, 5 minutes. Not that long, 3 or 4 minutes maybe, I don't know. But it's funny, I'm like, the visuals on my screen ended up being like the least interesting thing ever. I'm like looking at universes, suddenly I'm gonna want to watch this YouTube visual. Although I've had YouTube visuals turn into amazing things before, so that's why I throw them on sometimes. This thing barely went down too. How many hits that I tried to take more hits, but I couldn't feel the pen anymore. It felt like it was over here and my jaw was like disconnecting and like it was like numb and shit, When you don't know like where the pen is or how to hit it, and this thing's easy to hit. When you can't feel it, that's when you're good to go. This is a pretty strong pen, or the liquid, I think both. Seems to work really well compared to most anecdotes I've heard about the efficacy of these pens. A lot of people say it's really hard for them to get like a breakthrough dose. That was like borderline breakthrough-ish. That was like a low-level breakthrough dose, I would say. I don't like the term breakthrough, but for those of you who go by that system, I would say this is like a barely breakthrough. I broke through barely. It wasn't like as intense as some breakthrough trips I've had. And it definitely wasn't sub-breakthrough. I was out of here. And when that fucking entity started beaming around, I felt so powerless. Like, I felt like, oh fuck, like, this thing is boss. Whatever, I couldn't see it. I could just sense where it was. It was invisible. I'm wheezy. Okay. That was great, guys. I think I'm gonna play some video games, smoke a big bowl of marijuana, and maybe have a... No, I gotta quit drinking, fuck. For real, I gotta quit drinking. I gotta stop masturbating. This No Nut November is not going well, guys. What is it? It's fucking February. I think I need another extension. I failed again. I failed every day. Every day I failed. No Nut November in February. So the 9th extension. This thing is dope as fuck. I hate smoking DMT. Even if you're doing bong hits, which is like the easiest way to smoke DMT, it's still kind of like a bit of a process to get the lighter, to pull the bowl out, Just, it's hard on your second or third hit to do that. This thing was fucking easy though. I took double pulls, like someone suggested to me in the comments, whoever that was, thank you, good idea. Because this thing cuts out after 5 seconds. So, but if you just stop and then start again, it resets the timer. So, I could take 2 hits in one that way, essentially. That fucking second hit I took, or was it the third? I don't know. That was a huge fucking hit. And I held those in for a long time, you guys. I have a pretty big lung capacity, so I think it's easier for me than most people to get the dose in, Like, I imagine for someone who doesn't smoke weed every day, it would be much harder to take hits like that. Because DMT is pretty harsh. It's harsh in a different way. It doesn't burn because it's vaporized, but it's spikier, It's got a... I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but it spikes your lungs more than weed. Weed is like... It's hot, obviously, because you burn it, and it can burn if you take a big hit. But, I don't know, vapor has like... It's like the initial feeling when you take it in is harsher for DMT for sure. But then once it's in there, then it's fine. Where weed's the other way around. It kind of burns more and more the more you hold it in. No nausea at all, which is good. Okay guys, I'm sorry if the camera just changed angles and it was jarring. I apologize, but I finished the vlog and then I went and got a hot dog, which I can't wait to eat. But a couple more details came to me and I will forego eating this hot dog. I'm not foregoing it, I'm putting it off. I will eat this hot dog. But a couple of details came to me while I was in the kitchen that I forgot to talk about. So during the trip I talked about, I think I blurted out like eye coordinates or something like that. That was supposed to be a reminder for me to talk about it later, because I couldn't explain it at the time, but I knew I'd be able to later. I want this hot dog so bad. This happened to me in at least 10 trips before, and in a couple of my last ones. I keep forgetting to mention it though. But at the very beginning when I'm coming up and I'm looking around, I'll see numbers in the corner, 2 numbers, and I'll see like a crosshair in my vision, like tracking my eye movement, and it moves wherever I move my eye. And the numbers change depending where I'm looking, like they're coordinates, tracking my eye movement, like an X and a Y coordinate. It's very weird. Another thing too is, in the trips where like it's the universe being revealed to me how it works, in those trips, like in outer space, at the very beginning, often it's like, you've been chosen, we're selecting you. It doesn't say that, but it's like I sense what they're trying to say without hearing the audio. So it would be like, you're chosen, like you're special, basically. We're showing you how the universe works, and you're going to be the Messiah. You're going to be the one to like tell everyone about this. And I get that sense, and I've gotten that sense in several trips, probably at least 5 before, where it's like, you've been chosen, almost like a lottery, like out of like trillions, infinite number of souls. They chose me to like give me the secrets, and then I'm gonna go and tell everybody. Apparently that's how it works. And it's weird that I get that, but I've gotten that, several times. And I just wanted to mention that. Okay, back to the video, or maybe the video's ending now. I don't know where I'm gonna insert this clip, so maybe bye, I love you guys, or maybe back to the show. I don't know. I'm leaving my options open. It's hot dog time. I deserve this hot dog. Pro tip, if you're microwaving a hot dog, throw the bun in there for a good 10 seconds. If the water molecules, something happens to them in the bun in it, it gets soft. It like reinvigorates the bun. Especially if they were in the fridge, microwave that bun. I had a couple drinks too, and smoked some weed, pretty much right before the trip. I broke the rules, guys. I broke the rules. That pretty much is a rule, though. I would say if you don't have a tolerance to weed or alcohol. Oh, that's black. That's black. That is not a good color. No weed. It's from smoking weed. Yep. I guess it's essentially resin building up in your phlegm. I'm gonna say it. No one likes that word, but it is. It's phlegm, you guys. And that's fine though. Doesn't mean anything bad. It's just black. Black doesn't necessarily mean death, you guys. Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's evil. It's black. There's a little blackness. Okay. Guys, I've been feeling good in the last few months, relatively speaking, and I pretty much attribute that directly to my channel and how it's been doing. It's been doing good, and I just want to thank you guys again. Really, thank you so much. You guys rock, and I hope you enjoyed the video. More to come. This thing hasn't even gone down that much, so I feel like I got a good, 10 videos at least out of this pen, so that's gonna be great for the channel, and great for you. You guys like it, right? So everyone's winning. I get Charlie Sheen now. That's it. I'll end the video here. Like I said, I didn't want to make a video tonight, right? But I think I got everything. I think this will be a good, nice, easy edit. I didn't stall too much, so there's not too many cuts. And that's it, okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. I love you. Cheers. Much love. Be safe. Alright.